Yo, what's going on, everybody? Well, I clicked the wrong mic there for a second, the wrong audio to turn it back on.
Dude,
but I accidentally turned my camera mic on. That would have been bad. But hey, everybody, welcome back to the regular fan show on a Wednesday. There's a lot. Welcome back everybody.
We're back at it.
That threw me off. I had everything prepared in my brain to go to intro in, and then I clicked the wrong thing and was like, oh, and I got flustered. But we're back. On a Wednesday edition of the regular fan show. We're some fans hosting for fans because we are fans. Vinny's throwing up stuff that hasn't been seen since 2016. And we're
2016. Come on, that was a 2019 thing. Come on now. 2016, we were all doing the.
Hold on, when was
I don't even know what we were doing in 2016.
Gangnam Style.
When was the Harlem Shake? That was Gangnam Style. I remember being in elementary school for Gangnam Style.
The popular dab dance move was popularized by Migos in 2015. So dab I said 2016.
No shots. That's not correct. The Migos didn't create the dab. I don't believe
but they made the song "Look at My Dab." Dab, look at my dab.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking the whip. I'm thinking the whip. The whip was later on.
Okay, let's stop. No, dude, I'm cringing myself out right now.
This is a sports podcast, by the way.
Yeah, in case you were wondering. We're back. I just had a brain fart.
I can tell. I love your face when you get a brain fart.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna start singing for some reason. I was gonna start singing Morgan Wallen, and I don't really know why. But
for those that don't know, Bruce loves to sing when we're not live.
Yeah, probably.
Bruce loves.
Thought you should know.
And then here it is. And we just lost a viewer. Damn.
Oh, probably. We went from 0 to -1. Welcome back, everybody, to the regular fan show. Today we're live on YouTube and TikTok because why not change it up? You know, sometimes Twitch just doesn't do it for you. So sometimes you gotta switch it up to the thing that everybody doom scrolls through. So for all you doom scrollers that are hearing 2 words that I say and then continuing to scroll, hello. I hope you're having a great day. But anyway, actually, I'm gonna update these titles to off season. Woo! Because today
it is the off season.
We're gonna be talking about many off seasons. So that's what I'm gonna title it. Actually, many
seasons off.
Many off
basketball,
seasons.
hockey. I mean, technically still football too.
Yeah.
Kind of forget about. I mean, I know OTAs are starting and whatnot, but it is still the NFL off season as well.
Soccer, football.
Is there even an off season in soccer? I feel like soccer.
Yeah, well, there's the summer transfer window and the winter transfer window.
You're right.
So
you're right.
We got there's been a lot of things going on in soccer. Chelsea doing what they did 4 years ago and spending their whole bankroll.
I want to open the show with one thing. All right. I want to start with one thing because I feel like this is going to be a quick topic. We don't need to spend too much time on it. There's not much football news. But can we talk about Darren Waller coming out of retirement and getting traded to the Miami Dolphins?
Dude, I like it.
That was just the most wild notification I saw all day.
He was one of my go-to fantasy tight ends for like years, dude. Before he went to the Giants.
Tough when he was with the Raiders, he was tough, and then the Giants turned him into a fullback, and they made him retire. You know
I
how
think the
bad you
Giants
have to
turned
be run
everybody
as an
into a
organization
fullback,
at that
dude.
time?
Their leading receiver, well, I mean Malik Neighbors, but like before Malik
Okay,
Neighbors,
now,
their
but like
leading
this was years
receivers had
ago.
like
Yeah.
350 yards.
Yeah, they had a dry spell between Odell and Malik Neighbors where they just had they had Kadarius Toney, Florida Gator legend. Still love him, but pretty sure he's a rapper now.
First team all hands, dude. First team all hands.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, come on. You could come out of retirement and go to the Dolphins. Of all the teams, the Dolphins. Come on, this dude just wanted to live in Miami and play again. He don't care about winning. Miami's not
Okay,
winning
and
enough.
can you blame the guy?
I mean, why bother? Like he's already set for life. You know, he's already gone down as one of the better tight ends in recent history. I just don't see what the point is. But good for Darren Waller. Maybe he still got some juice left in the tank. I just feel like it's hard to take a whole year off football and then come back and expect to have the same explosiveness.
Gronk did it, didn't he? Didn't Gronk take a year off before he went back to Tampa Bay?
I think he did, but like that's Rob Gronkowski, dude. That's different. Gronk is a top 5 tight end of all time. Darren Waller and Gronk is just a freak. Gronk has that stupid strength.
Gronk's the man, dude. Speaking
I
of
think Darren
Miami,
Waller
actually.
making music.
Speaking of Miami, actually.
What are you pulling out here? I'm scared. I'm petrified what you're digging in your bag for right now.
Saturday, I'll be heading back to my hometown, and I will be heading up to Montreal, and I will be going to a soccer game. I will be going to a CF Montreal versus Inter Miami soccer game, so I will finally be able to see Lionel Messi play in person. I could see the GOAT.
Even I know that Messi's on Inter Miami. Nice. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. That'll be a great game.
So
how has Messi been doing with Inter Miami? Because I remember when he signed there, it was his big thing, but I haven't heard anything about it since.
I mean, he's still the GOAT.
I've been following,
he's still the GOAT.
No,
but,
of course. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
how has he been playing with Miami?
I mean, most recently, they've been in the Club World Cup. They made it out of the knockout stages, and then they got absolutely piss-pounded by PSG. And I actually saw a funny, highlight reel. It was, Messi's highlights against PSG. And he touched the ball 3 times. He got a couple shots off.
They were anybody but Messi defense is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So that's actually it's not my jersey. My buddies let me borrow it, but it's like a collab jersey or something with the Dolphins. That's why it's the Dolphins colors.
Oh yeah.
Because it's.
I just assumed that was the colors.
No, because every MLS team, I guess, did a throwback or something. I don't really follow the MLS. I'm trying to get into it, but I might get into it next year. I might buy MLS season pass to watch games. But they did a throwback, I think, jerseys or something. But since Miami's only been around for 4 years, they just did a collab with the Dolphins, which is fire.
It would have been dope if they did a Miami Vice thing like the Heat did for a few years.
Yeah,
those would have came out sick.
Well, dude, I want to get.
I love the Vice colors on any jersey.
I want to get the pink jersey.
They have a pink one.
Miami's jerseys are pink. Yeah, they're sick too.
I haven't watched them, man.
Just Google it. Just Google it real quick. The Miami's jerseys are sick, dude. Inter Miami jersey. They're just pink and they're pretty sick. And I wanted to get one, but they're $130.
Ooh, that is pretty dope.
Yeah. But
nice. Honestly, I like the one with the little stripes going down, the 3 more lighter stripes.
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. But yeah, so I'll be doing that on Saturday.
Nice.
I just bought the tickets last night. I'm going with my mom, my sister, my girlfriend, and my hometown best friend.
Sweet.
kind of like a little random.
That'll be good. That'll be fun. Maybe
random group.
Yeah, maybe Bruce is gonna vlog a little bit.
Yeah, we can try it. We can get something up. Barring, because I'm going up for my sister's grad party, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats to sister Juno.
Yeah, Jocelyn Juno.
Jocelyn Juno.
Yeah, Jocelyn Jean Juno.
That's crazy. The triple J.
I just threw out her whole government. That's crazy.
Yeah, but now, all right. So if she has a daughter one day, it's got to be Jocelyn Jane Juno Jr.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Come on, that's sick.
But I guess we'll get into sports now. We'll get into.
Yeah, that's a good transition into actually talking about sports, considering this is a sports podcast.
Yeah, I mean the fact that I almost just said I'm going to Miami, but I'm going to Montreal to watch a Miami game.
Oh, dude.
I think if I'm gonna be an MLS fan, I'm gonna have to be Montreal, which kind of sucks because they suck. But just because I'm like a Canadiens fan, I'm from up there.
Yeah, but you have the chance to say when they're good that you were with them when they weren't.
True. I think they have 2 wins this season. And one of them came last week in like a crazy upset. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying you might be the spark that turns that team around.
Or I have a New York City FC jersey, so maybe I just become a New York City fan.
Hey, man. The world is your oyster. You choose who you want to see.
The world is my salami.
I don't think that's how the analogy goes, but anyways.
But yeah.
So we got, like we were saying, it's the off season.
My flag is just swinging in the background.
Yeah, it looks windy out there in Maine.
No, I got a AC cranking.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hoodie, bro. I woke up and the AC was cranking and I was freezing. I was like, I don't want to turn it off, but
it's like crazy hot around these parts. Crazy hot around these parts.
Yeah. I tell you what, the NBA free agency.
You want to do NBA first? I was wondering where you were gonna go.
I don't know what.
No, we can go to NBA. We can go to NBA. I'm not gonna.
We can start there.
I'm not gonna stop you.
We can start there. I mean, I always love free agency day because it's just nonstop notifications from Shams, and I love
literally
his what would you call it, his like routine where he'll be like, all right, post 1, this player is going to this team. Post 2, this is the contract details of this player signing. Number 3, this player was pretty good on this team last year. Number 4, this team thinks they can really be better with this new player. Tweet 5, shout out this player's agent. Every single signing, that's what Shams does.
Bro,
I find it so funny.
Dude, he just cooks. He takes.
He does.
I mean, it's his life. Like that's what he gets to do for a job, which is sick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say sick. I mean, they're up literally all hours of the night around this time of year. But I guess this is just busy season for them. Like you get through this period, and then when the season's actually going on, it's probably way more calm. But some of the big signings, I don't even know where to start here. There's been so many just random ones. I guess we could start with the Milwaukee Bucks because that kind of was the story that dominated yesterday. So the Bucks waived Damian Lillard after he returns early and tears his Achilles in the playoffs against Indiana. They waive him and use the remaining $113 million on his contract. They stretch it over the next 5 years. So they got to pay Damian Lillard $20-something million over the next 5 years. And they sign Miles Turner to a 4-year, $107 million deal. I mean, I love the signing of Miles Turner. I wanted Miles Turner to come to the Miami Heat. But I will say, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what went on behind the scenes, but you trade for this guy and he hustles back from injury earlier and then gets hurt in a playoff game, and your next decision is to just cut him. I don't know. I feel like it's a bad look for the Milwaukee Bucks organization.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of threw me off guard because I got the Twitter notification from Shams.
Yeah,
It
of
kind of
course.
threw me for a loop, dude. I was like, I don't remember what I was doing, but
Hmm.
I saw it come in and I was just like, what?
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah,
I
I
said, like you
couldn't
said, I
feel.
love Miles Turner too. Like, um, I think that's
I
like
think yeah, he's a
great, but
great.
the waving of Dame just kind of threw me off.
Yeah, because I feel like Giannis wanted like you're not trading for Dame unless Giannis wants him there, and I don't know. I've seen conflicting reports. I've seen some from guys like Chris Haynes where he's like Giannis was not pleased with the way that they treated Dame after he wanted them to trade for him. I've seen some where people have said Giannis was in support of that decision, and even Damian Lillard is happy about it because it lets him basically choose the next path of his career when he comes back. I don't really know what. I guess we'll have to wait and see until maybe we get that Giannis trade request. Who knows? But um, it's just I don't think it's a good look. You know what kind of player? If I'm in the NBA, why would I want to go to Milwaukee and risk my health? You know, put on hours and hours of conditioning and training for this organization, and then the second I get hurt, they're just going to cut me.
Yeah, it's not a good
I don't
look.
know. It's just
It's not a good
no,
look.
no, not at all. Like I'm not requesting a trade there if I'm any disgruntled star. I'm not signing there as any free agent because to me it gives off the impression that as soon as you're not helping them, they don't care. And that's just I don't know. That's not the precedent you want to set as a professional sports team. But like it's weird because it does make sense. Dame's not going to be back next season. By the time he does come back, you really don't you don't know what to expect out of him, and you still want to win a championship with Giannis, so you got to get better now. But it's just from the human side of things, it's messed up. But that was one big signing, and you know what? I didn't think about this too. The Pacers and Bucks literally hate each other. So for Miles Turner, the one off season, after off season upon off season of trade rumors and this and that, the one time people expect Miles Turner to stay and he goes to one of their biggest rivals in the league. Like if I'm Siakam, Halliburton, all those guys on the Pacers, I'm pissed at Miles Turner. It's just I don't know. It's just like out of all the teams, you choose that one. But I am intrigued to see Giannis and Miles Turner on the court together. The Memphis Grizzlies, they haven't done too much, but they did extend Jaren Jackson Jr. To like a 4-year supermax, $285 million contract or something. And then right after the fact, we find out that he suffered a turf toe injury that may require surgery. So that might have just completely screwed his whole contract. It was a 5-year, $240 million extension.
But it's crazy as you go through different sports, like how much each player gets comparatively.
Oh, dude, NBA money is stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. SGA is making like $70 million next season, or maybe not next. His extension is like $70 million a year, and it just keeps going up. The salary cap keeps on getting extended. I don't know how the NBA has so much more. I guess because there's only 15 guys on a roster, so I don't know. It's not like baseball where you got a 40-man roster to pay, or football where you got 53 or whatever it is. I don't know how many there's in hockey, but like, I guess maybe just because it's a smaller roster, you can get away with that. But it's insane how much money that they like. Jakob Pertl, who averaged actually what did he average? Who averaged 14 and 9, not bad for a center, but he got a 4-year, $104 million extension. You're telling me 14 and 9 for a starting center is worth $100 million? It's just insane, dude. And then you see hockey players getting like $2 million a year.
Yeah, like 7x7 or 8x8. And
Yeah. But I mean, there was some. I mean, there was a lot of like minimal moves, I would call them. Like, yeah, there was a lot of signings and whatnot, but for Shams to say that this was going to be one of the biggest off seasons in NBA history, and then the biggest thing was like Kevin Durant gets traded, Miles Turner goes to the Bucks. Like, this really hasn't been living up to the hype. As far as yesterday goes, Trey Mann, 3-year deal with the Charlotte Hornets, Florida Gator. Happy for Trey Mann. My Heatles lost sharpshooter Duncan Robinson to the Detroit Pistons. I think he'll be a big help for Detroit, actually, since they're probably losing Malik Beasley forever due to his gambling investigation. I don't know if you heard about that either, but that's
I did
wild.
hear about that.
But it's all right. The Heat get the Italian stallion Simone Fontecchio back. So we're so back. We're ready for that play-in spot.
Didn't Nurkic get traded like a couple days ago?
I didn't see Nurkic. I saw Valanciunas got traded to the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, he did. Jazz trade Sexton to Hornets. Colin Sexton.
You're right. Yes, Colin Sexton to the
and
Hornets.
Second rounder in 2030 for Nurkic.
That's insane.
Wait,
Kobe Jakob
Jones
Poeltl, like
went
I
to the
mentioned.
Thunder and got waived.
Who is Kobe Jones?
I don't know.
I've never heard of this man.
I don't know, but it's funny.
I've never heard that name in my life.
He got traded from the Wizards to the Thunder and then got waived.
Oh, and immediately waived. I mean, at least he can sign wherever he wants now.
I guess, yeah, there hasn't really been any other.
The Kings signed Dennis Schroeder because that's going to help.
Yeah, there hasn't really been anything.
Gary Harris to the Bucks.
Yeah,
like
more.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing like groundbreaking. Guershon Yabusele signed with the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson to the Knicks. Luke Kennard to the Hawks. Oh, Nickeil Alexander-Walker going to the Hawks is pretty good. Dude, the Hawks defense is going to be ridiculous. Like, they could have a closing lineup. I saw a post. You're down 2 with 13 seconds left against the Hawks, and you got to score against Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, and who is the other guy? They have another Zachary Ricochet, number 1 pick in the draft 2 years ago. All insane defenders. Like, no one's going to score on that 5-man unit. So, I mean, I like what the Hawks are doing. Karis LeVert to the Pistons, too. Pistons are loading up, low-key. I think that they realize they're right there. Get a few more good role players, and they could really, make a run at the second round or something. The Rockets, alongside KD, they signed Clint Capella. That's also going to help. I mean, now you got a good backup to Şengün. Rockets are loading up. The Nuggets, I will say, the Nuggets, I think, have been one of the biggest winners this offseason. They get Bruce Brown back on a 1-year deal. They trade, Michael Porter Jr., and get Cam Johnson back in return. I think that's a really good deal for them. And then I thought they had one more thing, but either way, they've been having a good offseason so far. Grizzlies get Ty Jerome. They're also looking for Cole Anthony, apparently. Rockets got Dorian Finney-Smith, too. That's who it was. But, nothing crazy. Nothing where it's like, a real, I know he doesn't do them anymore, but no, Woj bombs where, something comes out and it really shakes up the league. The biggest thing was the Kevin Durant trade, and we all knew that was happening anyway. We knew he was going to Houston or Miami, or I forget who the third team in the mix was, but, you knew it was coming. We haven't had any big shockers outside of the Damian Lillard waiving and Miles Turner signing. So a bit of a, I'm not going to call it disappointing. I'll call it a minuscule offseason so far, NBA free agency. Minuscule. I think that word works in that situation.
I think it works. I think it's good grammatical integrity.
Thank you. But yeah, NBA offseason, a bit of a dud so far.
It's crazy comparing.
There's not even that many good free agents left out there.
Yeah, it's crazy comparing what's each sport, how each sport off season has gone. because the NBA has just been kind of a dud. Low key, NHL. It's kind of heating up. And then in soccer, just world soccer, there's so much going on. But that's just obviously because it's worldwide. There's going to be more. Than
naturally, yeah.
Than in the NBA or in the NHL. So, yeah.
But like, just looking at like the dudes that are left out there in NBA free agency. I mean, there's a lot of decent restricted free agents like Josh Giddey, Quentin Grimes, Jonathan Kuminga. The unrestricted free agents, there's really not that many outside of DeAndre Ayton, who we know is a Laker. I'm putting it out there right now. All right, for everyone to hear, on the record, DeAndre Ayton is going to be a Laker. They haven't told us yet, but it's in the books. LeBron James is getting his center. And DeAndre Ayton will be playing for the Lakers in whenever the season starts in October. If not him, Al Horford. But either way, they're going to get DeAndre Ayton. But, I mean, Russell Westbrook is a free agent. Cam Thomas is restricted. Al Horford's under Chris Paul. Like, I don't know, decent players, but no big name guys. We haven't had a really good NBA free agency since they changed the whole CBA and added this second apron BS, and I don't know.
Bro, the way
the
NBA
NBA
works
ruined
all that is so dumb in my opinion. It's like
it is. It's like you cannot. They punish teams for drafting well. They make it so you cannot physically keep a championship core together. Like, look at what the Celtics had to do. You know, they just won a ring, and I mean, granted, the Tatum injury might have caused some of this to go into effect too. But like, all of a sudden, they have no choice but to trade Kristaps and Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
because if they want to get under that second apron, they have no choice. And if you can't get under that second apron, it completely takes you out of the equation when it comes to making big trades and whatnot, because you can't combine contracts in a trade. So you're basically swapping guys one for one that have equal contracts. You can't sign guys that are off buyouts and whatnot. It completely screws over teams. And, NBA free agency used to be one of the highlights of people's summers. Like, remember when LeBron went to Miami and everyone was freaking out, or when KD and Kyrie signed with Brooklyn, or KD signed with the Warriors? Like, it used to mean something, and now it's just an outlet for for Trey Mann to get a 3-year deal, Jakob Poeltl 4-year extension. Like, these extensions they're giving out just to retain guys is insane, and then you got no money left over. That's my tangent on the NBA free agency and the second apron and the CBA and how it has ruined some of our favorite parts of the NBA offseason.
It is stupid.
That's you put it in better words than me. It is stupid.
It is stupid. I guess anything else from you on the NBA?
No. I'll defer to you now for the NHL offseason update. Tell me about how good the Islanders are going to be after this number 1 pick.
No, I'm good. But I think we will be having our good friend and colleague Frankie Cacciardo on tomorrow to kind of break down more of the NHL's off season. But I'll run through
our 7 foot. Our 7'9" hockey aficionado.
7'6" NHL aficionado, insider, whatever I said it was. I guess I'll kind of just take a quick look at some of the things that have happened since the draft. I mean, one of the big news right now is Mitch Marner heading to Vegas from Toronto. Signed 8-year, $96 million deal with Vegas, which it's funny and I love it because obviously I'm a Montreal fan. But it's just hilarious because they asked him if he wanted to be traded or something earlier in the season, and he's like, no, I'm not waiving. And then I want to stay with Toronto. I want to win a cup in blue. This, and that. And now he's in Vegas.
It's crazy how quickly people will switch up once you throw some money at them.
Yeah.
In sports.
Vlad Tarasenko, he goes to Minnesota, which is pretty sick, especially after their playoff run, how good they kind of looked towards the end of the season. He heads over to Minnesota from Detroit for some future considerations. So that's pretty sweet. That I like Tarasenko personally. I think he's fun to watch. I mean, he's getting old.
I see Utah's already making moves.
Dude,
without even playing a game yet.
Gotta. Blackhawks, Sam Lafferty, not as big, I guess. Montreal Canadiens, they get Zach Bolduc. Give up Logan Mailloux. I liked Logan Mailloux, but he spent a lot of time down in Laval, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, I think Mailloux's gonna be a stud.
I didn't even see Patrick Kane.
Yeah, Patty Kane heads to Detroit, I believe, right?
Detroit. That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
I did not realize that.
They just got rid of. They got rid of Tarasenko. I think they brought in Patty Kane first, but I'm assuming they already had plans to get rid of Vladdy Tarasenko. Is what my thought process on that would be. I don't really know, but yeah. I mean, the big thing right now is kind of the Mitch Marner. Bruins got Victor Arvidsson from LA. A lot happened kind of before the draft or like during the draft. But there was just a lot. Like Utah, they got JJ Peterka from Buffalo, which is sick. Vancouver got Evander Kane from Edmonton, which is fucking baller. That just kind of came out of my mouth without me even really thinking about it.
I've been trying to refrain more.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even think about it. It just kind of came out. Trevor Zegras to Philly. From Anaheim, Mason Marchment to Seattle. Like, there's been a lot going on. Chris Kreider to Anaheim. There's been a lot. Brad Marchand.
6 years, dude.
Yeah, he gets a 6-year.
He's under contract with Florida till he's 43.
Yeah, Mikael Granlund yesterday to Anaheim. Off the back of the Stars season, which was pretty sick season for the Stars, in my opinion. Corey Perry, baby. He's still playing hockey. He's coming back. He's playing another year, baby, and he's going to be in L.A. Shout out Corey Perry, dude. I love him. Former Montreal Canadian. I love Corey Perry. And he was still lighting it up in the Cup Finals, too. Or maybe not the finals necessarily, but he was still lighting it up.
That's crazy. He's been playing for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, bro. Corey Perry's the man. Think about it. This will be his 23rd season.
No way.
I think this will be his 23rd season, if I'm not mistaken. I think he started in when he was 18.
05, 06 was his first year.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I'm wrong.
So this is going to be his 19th, I think. Something like that. Yeah. But either way, imagine being like 40 years old and spending half of your life in the NHL. Sports.
Dude, Corey Perry is a dog, dude. I love him. I don't care. I mean, I'd say unless he's going to Boston or Toronto, then I'm gonna lose all my liking for him. But like, dude, go tear it up in LA. Go live in the Southern California or wherever LA is in California. Go enjoy time with your family and just play hockey, dude. Like, go be an absolute animal because I love Corey Perry. He deserves everything, dude. Yeah, that's my little Corey Perry tangent. I remember him when he was in Montreal. But Nate Schmidt heads to
For
Utah.
one season.
Yeah, I know, but I remember it, dude. I remember it. And Corey
Now
Perry's
those
just a
one
dog,
season.
dude.
Oh yeah, no, you can spend one season with a team, and if you are good enough, you'll have an impact on some fans.
Yeah, like even Logan Mayu that we just sent him to St. Louis for Bolduc. Like I'll still be rooting for Mayu because yeah, he's a younger guy. Didn't get as much playing time in the show, but I hope he tears it up because I loved watching him play. Yeah, Nate Schmidt to Utah his career kind of got revamped playing in Florida, because obviously back-to-back
Winning 2
Cubs,
Stanley Cups will do that.
and he gets
That'll do it.
He gets a 3x3 with Utah, 3x3.5. Vladislav Gavrikov heads to the Rangers for a 7x7.
Oh my god.
He'll be matching up with Foxy. That's pretty decent for the Rangers. I can't remember. I wish I remember what Frankie said in the group chat the other day. He said something about his thoughts on it, but I don't remember what it was.
I just can't get over the money here, like going from NBA to this.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about guys like good signings, good players. Go to what, soccer after?
Yeah, they're gonna be making
even.
Brad Marchand 6 by 5.25 is crazy.
Yeah, like these dudes are making barely $1 million a year, and then you go to the NBA and you've got Luka Garza making like $2.5 million a year from the Celtics.
Evan Bouchard, he gets he's sticking around in Edmonton. I saw a thing actually. The San Jose Sharks, I'm pretty sure, cleared $44 million in cap space, and I've been seeing a bunch of stuff like San Jose, don't try and go get Connor McDavid. Don't try it. But dude, who knows? I don't know.
Seriously, how long?
I don't know if he wants to be there anymore.
I was gonna say, at what point does I feel like I might have mentioned this when the Cup was going on? At what point does Connor McDavid ask out? At what point is he like, look, Edmonton has been great, but we have not gotten over the hump, and we need to. San Jose just had the number 2 pick, if I remember correctly. I think they had a number 1 pick like the year before or something.
Yeah, they suck.
So they've got,
dude.
Yeah, they do.
They've been sucked, dude.
But they got some really good young players from those drafts.
Yeah, they got Michael.
And you
add
Connor McDavid
overall.
Yeah, like you add a couple of top picks in a couple drafts, and you give them a veteran like Connor McDavid to lead them. That team really could make some noise.
Yeah,
but like how much? I don't know off the top of my head. How much longer does McDavid have? Is he a free agent, or does he still have time on his contract with Edmonton?
That's a good question.
McDavid signed. Connor McDavid is entering the final year of an 8-year contract.
Yeah, 8 year, $100 million.
2017.
He'll be eligible for unrestricted free agency next season.
So next season,
Aaron Ekblad
really
just re-signed for Edmonton too. So I think they might be reshaping for the potential loss of McDavid.
I don't know. Apparently, the contract talks will begin. What does it say? Whenever. I of course just lost it. They're supposed to be entering talks on an extension soon, but they haven't talked about it, I guess. The Oilers are prepared to talk whenever he is. Yeah, that boy's gone. He's out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
your Isles, Matty Schaefer is gonna be a dog.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. They sent us Noah Dobson, which I'm fine with. Fine with Noah Dobson.
One thing with Edmonton too, though, is that Draisaitl literally just signed there. So does he want to leave Draisaitl after 1 or 2 seasons playing with him? I don't know. I mean, the
don't
two
know.
two are good together, but if they weren't enough to beat Florida, and it wasn't even really close this year.
But is he really gonna want to go to San Jose? It's not like you're like if you want to win a cup, you're not gonna go to San Jose. In my personal,
if he really likes the young kids, maybe.
yeah, I mean, yeah, don't get me
I think
wrong. Like San Jose
I think the best thing for
potentially has a
McDavid.
future. He potentially has a future.
Yeah.
If he goes to San Jose, but it's also hard to say because they. I mean, the Sharks just signed Eklund. I mean, let's look at their roster. Let's look at some of the guys they got. They got Macklin Celebrini. They got Tyler Toffoli, Mikael Granlund. Like they have a bunch of they have guys that.
Either way. Oh no! Did he freeze?
Am I back?
Oh, no,
Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah. I hear you good.
Yeah, no, they have guys that, they've been acquiring, like over the past year, to bring in the Mikael Granlund, the Zetterlund, Wallman, they've been bringing in guys, so you can tell they're trying to figure it out, give Celebrini a little help for the kid.
I mean, either way, I feel like for McDavid, his best bet is to not even bother signing. If he signs an extension, he's stuck. So I feel like, no matter what happens this year, he could have a season-ending injury. He's still going to get a crazy contract coming out of it because everyone knows who he's going to be when he comes back.
Yeah, he's
so go into this final year of the contract.
Best player in the world. Dude.
Play one more with Draisaitl. Yeah, exactly. Play one more with Draisaitl, or Draisaitl as I like to call him. If you guys get back to the cup, and I don't know if they show you that they have some real concrete plans to make a real push at getting over the hump and winning this thing, maybe you re-sign, but then he can see what's out there. If I'm McDavid, I'm not signing an extension right now.
No,
I'm at least saying, let me play this last year. I'm not saying I'm not going to come back, but let's play this last year. Let's try and win. If we win, hey, great. McDavid probably signs back that same night, but they have not been able to get over the Florida Panthers hump, and I don't know. That's got to start to eat at you after. I mean, 2 years in a row is bad. 3 years in a row. If somehow we got a repeat of the Stanley Cup for a third year straight, and Florida beats them again, McDavid's got to be done. He's got to be out. And this year it wasn't even close. At least last year they won 3 straight, got it to a Game 7. This year, what did it end in? 5? Or was it 6? Either way, it didn't go to a Game 7.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm blanking on that too.
I want to say it was 5 because I feel like it wasn't that close. I mean, the games itself weren't really that close too. Florida absolutely smoked them. Let's see, Stanley Cup. There's a quick way to figure this out. Oh, it wasn't 6, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was 6, yeah.
But you look at,
but it was still utter domination, dude. It was still
You look at the scores here. I mean, 5-1 in Game 6, 5-2 in Game 5. The only games the Oilers won, they won in overtime in Game 1 and then in overtime again in Game 4. I can't do the math right now off the top of my head of what the actual score, scoring was for the whole series, but I'm pretty sure Florida outscored them by at least 10 goals. Just based off the one game they won 6-1, you win another 5-1. That's 9 goals you're ahead right there on the series. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll see. That's going to be a fun
we'll talk
story
more. Yeah, as I say, we'll talk more about just NHL free agency and trades and whatnot going on. Tomorrow we'll get our NHL insider in here with us, Frankie Gacciardo.
Frankie.
He was busy today, literally from 11 to noon, so he could not come on. But we'll have him on tomorrow. And I guess to wrap it up, with the world of soccer and a lot going on there too. But again, as we were just kind of talking about, there's more. There's just the whole world, Vinny. The whole world is involved. So therefore, there's a lot more going on. But there's been some
This is where I shut up and let you.
crazy shit. Like Florian Wirtz becomes the biggest transfer in Premier League history for 125 mil. I don't know. What is actually signed a 5-year contract. It's a guaranteed 100 mil, potentially rising to 116 mil.
Jeez. And I never really knew how much soccer players made.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But sticking on the Prem, I just wanted to touch on this just because they suck. But Chelsea's doing what they did 4 years ago with Mauricio Pochettino, and just throwing the whole bankroll on basically a new team. They got rid of Kepa. They got rid of their goalie Kepa. I mean, he's been on loan the past 2 seasons because they did something. They were like getting shit on, and he refused to come out of the game, or maybe I don't remember, but he refused to come out, and so they got beef, and then he went on loan for 2 years, and he tore it up last season with Bournemouth. Don't get me wrong, but he got signed to Chelsea a couple of years ago for like 73 mil, I think it was. And Arsenal just got him for 5 mil from Chelsea. So to be a backup for,
that's insane.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. They bring in Dario Asugo, Esteval Willian, Liam Delap and João Pedro to play up front, which is pretty sick. Delap was the only bright spot for Ipswich. João Pedro's a dog if he stays healthy. Mamadou Sarr, like they're doing Chelsea things. Just kind of to be expected, to be honest with you. At this point, kind of assumed. I mean, Liverpool just won. Liverpool just won the Prem, and they're out there shopping. Jeremy Frimpong comes in. Armin Pesci. Georgi Mamardashvili. Actually, I think I have seen that guy before. I thought I was going to say I don't know who that is, but I think I do. Milos Kerkez, who's a dog, played for Bournemouth, and Freddie Woodman from Preston North End, who's like a League 2 team. So maybe there's something there. Maybe that guy's a dog.
Okay.
City, a lot of changes at Man City. Kevin De Bruyne is no longer at Man City. But he stays in the blue and white. He goes to Napoli over in Italy. They bring in
shout out
Ryan Aït-Nouri from Wolves, bright spot for Wolverhampton. Marcus Bettinelli, Ryan Cherky from Lyon, which is weird. Actually, another fun thing to kind of bring up. Let me actually look this up just so I don't get it like completely wrong. But so Lyon, who's a team in France, it's actually big news kind of that's been going around the world of soccer. Lyon is getting relegated to League 2. Did I bring this up the other day actually? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
So Lyon is a top team in French soccer, like a top 5, usually top 6 team. They're getting relegated to League 2 due to breaking financial rules.
Oh, that's down.
They're going down. They're being sent down. Not because of how they finished, but because they broke financial rules. But they've appealed the decision.
So they're gonna. So they're gonna absolutely wipe the floor with every team they play, probably.
Yeah, I mean players are leaving. Like Jonathan David. Jonathan David just signed at Juventus, the Canadian, absolute dog, free agent. I was like, Arsenal should go for him. Nah, when he went to Juventus, it was actually I saw it this morning. He heads to Juve, which is sick. He's a sick player. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Um, Jeremy Frimpong, I already said. Milos Kirkes. I guess, yeah, no really other. I guess Tadibo from Nice to West Ham. I guess, yeah, Cherky came from Lyon too. So, yeah, Lyon's players are just leaving. Players are not wanting to be caught in whatever the hell is happening, which is nuts. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Because Lyon's, like, they're a notable team in France. So, don't really know what's going to be going down with Lyon. My girlfriend's actually just in France. I tried to get her to go to Lyon and get me a Jonathan David jersey, but she didn't.
And she said no.
She didn't say no, but she just didn't end up going to Lyon. So, yeah. So I mean, there's a lot going on in just the soccer world, but like I said, it's because there's just so much more happening.
I mean, it is a much grander stage than.
I'm still waiting on Arsenal to bring in a number 9. Please be Gyökeres. Please, just bring him in. He wants to be in red and white. His childhood team was Arsenal. Bring him in. Stop with this whole, we might bring in Sesko. What? Sorry.
They should just let you be GM.
Bro, literally, like, they're out here, like, they're in talks with him, and then they're in talks with Sesko, and it's like, dude, just bring him in. He's a dog. Now he's getting pissed off that you're having talks with Sesko too. Just bring him in, dude. Just give him what he wants. Like, boy was crazy. So Bruce is
you're gonna be the GM of Arsenal, the head coach of the men's national
team. Yep.
Any other positions in the soccer world that you want to take over?
I think I'm good for now.
Well, like I said, the world is your oyster, so
the world is my salami.
You dream. I still where'd you get salami from?
I don't really know. I think I'm just hungry. But
honestly,
yeah. Yeah. So just do it. Please. Our first signing was Kepa. We don't need a goalie. Just I get having a nice, reliable, suitable backup. I get it. Like, you
don't need, there's other holes to fill.
Yes, exactly. Like, we re-signed Lewis Skelly. Kieran Tierney we let go. Raheem Sterling's loan ended with Chelsea. Neto end of loan. Jorginho got released, heads to Flamengo, tears it up in the Club World Cup. Marquinhos, he gets transferred out. And then we bring in Kepa. Our only transfer in so far in the summer is a goalie. Dog, we don't need a goalie. We have David Raya. We don't need a goal. I mean, having a reliable backup's fine. Is that priority? No. Priority is CDM because we lost Jorginho. I think we just came to agreements that Thomas Partey's leaving. We don't have a number 9 because Havertz gets hurt. Jesus is old and shit now. Havertz has kind of not been looking great either. Just do it. Just pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Throw the dart at the dartboard and just do it. Just do it. I actually want to see just for fun. Let's look at Let's look at some transfer rumors for the Arsenal. We have a market.
Before we do that, I gotta say.
We have a market value
Oh,
of
you already got pulled up.
1.12 billion. No, I just saw
that. You know, Red Panda, the girl that does the like halftime shows all across college, NBA, WNBA, the one that like is on the big unicycle and like throws plates on her head.
I think
You ever
I've
seen
heard of
her?
her.
Well, she was doing the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which also shout out Indiana Fever win the Commissioner's Cup over the Minnesota Lynx, who are like 14-2 going into that game. So watch out for the Fever. But she fell off her unicycle and hurt her wrist. So prayers up to Red Panda because
Shout out.
we all know she's a legend in the basketball game.
Yeah, shout out.
That was it. I just wanted to give a nod to Red Panda.
Shout out Red Panda.
Like she's a legend, bro. She's a legend. Trust me, if you look her up after this and watch the video, you'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. Like everybody has seen it at some point.
Yeah. Probably. Sorry, I just. Yeah. Yeah. So we might be bringing in Zubamendi because Partey might be leaving. That'd be sick. I think Bayern Munich wants Martinelli, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal just went stop talking to us. So that's pretty sick. I love to see it. Kepa just joined. Christian Norgard, I think, would be a CDM that would come in for us. Mascara. Center back's pretty sick. Eze would be sick. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the. Oh, Rodri. That'd be pretty sick. Rodrigo from Real Madrid. There he is. Victor Gyökeres, 65% chance, according to Transfer Market. Dude, we have $1.12 billion in market value. Just give him 75 mil.
Yeah, just 75.
Exactly. Just do it.
I mean, I know to them that's like nothing. It's just funny to be sports fans and be like, yeah, just toss him 75 mil. That's nothing.
Sesko's 55%. Like, bro, I mean, like, it'd be cool. It would be cool to have two, but then they're both going to want to play up front, and we're going to have to completely change how we play. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, brother.
Well, busy times. I mean, we do love the off season, you know, and I feel like it's always just fun seeing dudes move around and
just seeing guys being dudes.
Yeah, I always like to just, you know, see the potential future lineups, and I'm intrigued to see how, like, especially, you know, NBA, NHL, excited to see how a lot of these guys perform on their new teams. But before we sign off here, Bruce, we want to make sure we let the people know if they got, you know, any takes, any ideas, any topics they want us to talk about, want us to react to while we do the podcast. You know, shoot us a message or post something, you know, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever. Use that hashtag regular fan, not regular fan show. Hashtag regular fan.
We want to know you're a regular fan, like we're regular fans with the regular fan show.
Want to hear? Exactly. Yeah, he gets it. We want to hear your opinions, and you know, we'll shout them out, react to them live on the pod. But yeah, throw those up. We love to interact with you guys more, and we always appreciate the people tuning in, liking the stuff online. You know, follow the socials at Regular Fan Show on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all that great stuff. Hit that like, subscribe, follow. We love you. We appreciate you. Check out Locker Room SM also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We'll be posting all of the big sports news over there, the breaking stuff. That's where you'll get your updates. And yeah, I don't know, did I do good there, Bruce?
I think you did very well indeed. And make sure to check out Dubby. Use code RFS at checkout. Get yourself 10% off. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
All your energy powder needs.
It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, whether you need it for the gym, whether you need it for gaming, need it to get through the long day at work, Dubby Energy Powder got you with the all-natural stuff. They get their caffeine from cherry extract or like coffee bean extract, all natural stuff. None of that heinous mumbo jumbo that you don't need in your body.
That garbanzo
Yeah,
beans.
Yep. And they got some crazy flavors, whole bunch of sampler packs. Go check it out, w.gg. Like Bruce said, use the code RFS, save yourself 10% off at checkout. And live long and prosper.
Or no, that's...
I don't know what you're referencing now.
Hunger Games. All right, everybody.
I never really watched the Hunger Games.
All right. Well, on that note, all right, everybody, that does it for the Regular Fan Show here on this Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow with the likes of guest homeboy, 7'6" NHL inside extraordinario Frankie Cacharo will, I believe, be joining us. Don't quote me, but
Frankie.
we should. He should be. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. We'll be live on YouTube and TikTok. I think why not, right? Yeah, check us out on socials. Drop follows, drop subs, drop likes. And we will catch you guys in 23 hours. Goodbye.
We love you.